G'day, boys. It's a sad, sad day. It's a sad, sad day. It is what it is. It is what it is. You guys put the bet on. You are the ones that put the bet on. No one agreed to. No one gave me any other offers. Not only that, but a new webcam came in the mail. One that doesn't connect to the Wi-Fi. A hardwired webcam. So we have Dougie in HD as well, which is great. But you guys put the bet on, and it has been deleted. Feed in the chat. Go on, try it. Try and put feet in the chat. There are no feet in the chat. There will never be feet in the chat again. You did this. You all did this. 95%. The new webcam looks sick, doesn't it? I'm very happy with the new webcam. Yeah, it looks good. Who agreed to... What was the double down? She give me some terms for a double down. What are double downs? What is a double... Cage. Cage. Search emoji feet. What's up, Chet? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. What was the double? What is a double down? What, I delete two emojis? I delete the foot emoji and the Joe Rogan face emoji. And then what? We can't have an Alex Pereira goat emoji and a John Jones goat emoji. I'm not joking, dude. I'm not joking at all. The chat laid the bet. I didn't do this. The chat laid the bet. I am just a man of the people, and the people are the ones that said, the people, they paid the money. You guys voted on this. You voted on this almost unanimously. Where's the post? Let me bring up the post again. Hang on. Let me bring up the post again so I can remind everybody of the 95% click-through rate this had. 95%. Have you guys got the guts to take the bet? If Ank beats Alec, the foot emoji is gone forever. If Alex beats Ank, the foot emoji stays, and you get an Alex Pereira emoji, 95%, we accept the bet. Sharma. As me and Jamie's Backstreet Boys say, Dougie, quit playing games with our quit playing games with our heart. This is what you guys wanted. Why would you get rid of the heart emoji? The only reason I saw the cheek clapping one is because the feet weren't there. Exactly, dude. Exactly. I never met you. All made the bet, unless you're the one that said no. It was a 95% bet. What was your side of the bet? If Ankle, I made a Alex Pereira goat emoji. That was the one. Fake poll. It's not a fake poll. You guys did this. See how many votes there were? Where can I do that? Comments. Delete. 20 votes. 20 votes. There's not that many members, mate. 20 votes. There's not that many members. 20 votes, 10. Let's have a look at the comments. Oh, Alex Sharma. Accept. Bilal, word for word. Sharma. Bilal accepted. Nacho accepted. You guys did this. Definitely. So you guys, Dougie, spread fake news. Just look at it's only 90%, not 90. It's not. That changed yet. No, I have it on yesterday's stream. It was 95%. And the first time we brought this up, it was fucking 100%. You all said yes. Fuck the feet. I don't care. Don't touch Joe like that. Like the Frishman did by the leg. Joey, there can't be love without contact, Joey. Currently rewatching Cody Haddon's first UFC fight. He's so... Oh, the boxing is beautiful. We have a little JDM, mate. Dougie spreading fake news. I just looked at it. It's only 90. There was an obvious election interference. This was the most fair election we ever had. I brought it up on the stream, and the whole stream was like, yeah, let's go for that. The whole stream was like... And then I was like, well, this isn't fair because the members pay for the emoji, so I'll let only the members vote on it. And only the members did vote on it, and you guys voted on it because you're all poetards. And I was the only... Me and Jamal Hill... I should make a fucking Jamal Hill goat emoji. Just me and Jamal Hill standing atop a mountain, knowing the way the fights are going to go. Just like Sean Strickland, Drickus Duplessis 2. Mr. Dougie never gets main events right. Where's my belt? Where's my main event belt? Dougie never gets main events right. Dougie doesn't know how to pick main events. Dougie never gets main events right. Dougie gets main events right. And you guys voted paid the price, and now I've paid the cost to be the boss. I put it all on the line. I made weeks of content talking about how Alex Pereira is going to get smoked by Magomed Ankalaev. This is this is the way that it has gone down, boys. And it is your doing. You can trust nothing. Yeah, don't say me can't be real. Yeah, it changed because I never voted at all before and just went to vote. No, that's too late, dude. Well, it looks like will be the last time I watch you. It was a great run, Yog. It was a great run. And you know what, Yog? It's serendipitous that this is the last time you ever watch a Dougie stream, Yog, because every day you ask me, what did you think about Alexa Grasso's feet today? I was thinking about Alexa Grasso's feet today because I was making that little funeral for Alexa Grasso's feet emoji, so it was on my mind today. I like that Aussie kid who fought Alex Poirier. You think he can become something? I do. I think with a little bit more notice, he can absolutely become something. Absolutely, he can. Absolutely can. 313 is in the past. I don't even remember who fought. I'll tell you what, shit ahead. Tell you what. Also, pay attention to Kevin Vallejos this week. I've got to watch some more tape on that. I did some tape. I watched some Wallo Ortez Acosta and some Ryan Spann fights. I think I'm switching my pick to Wallo Ortez Acosta. I think Ryan Spann's going to get KO'd. He finally gets one right and he thinks he's top shit now. Shut the fuck up. I got DDP right as well. And I said Sean would change absolutely nothing. And he did change absolutely nothing. Vucenic next weekend. Ooh. 313 is in the past. I don't even remember who fought. That's the best way to go about it, Chadhead. That's the best way to go about it. Help me. What's up, dude? How are you, man? Let me zoom in on the chat so I can see your beautiful faces a little bit more. There we go. Should we move chat to the other side of the screen? I think we should move chat to there since the light's in the way. Interesting. The camera's too HD and now we can't see the chat. That's better. That's a better setup. Do you think Tom should punch Jones's arm away when they're framing eye poke that K1 guy did to Strickland in the sparring? But yes, eye poke John Jones. It's what he's been doing to people for years, mate. He deserves it. He deserves it. Sharma, cheddar head. At least we deserve big ank feet emoji. Oh, some claws for big ank feet. What's up, Jahogan? How are you, dude? Please ban Larry for that suggestion. How would we make they'd have to be like goblin feet for a Magomed Ankalaev feet. I'll give it to you, though. You picked that inbred and how he would win exactly. Thank you, Chris. Vallejo's gave Jan Silva a tough fight. The only guy to take him to a decision in his UFC Contender Series run. And stuck with it all the way. I did stick with it all the way. Yeah, okay. I gotta keep an eye out for Vallejos. Bilal's good eye. I gotta keep an eye out. Now, listen, guys. It does say right here in the bet that you guys made. It does say here the foot emoji is gone forever. But one day we might bring it back. It's still saved in the back end. It's just unavailable for now. One day there might be a fight big enough where we bring it back. So I don't know what that fight's going to be. Maybe it'll be the Tom Aspinall, John Jones fight. I don't know. But it'll be a vibe check. There will be a vibe check. But one of these days, we will put the foot emoji back on the table. I think it's got to be another one of those fights where like 90% of the chat disagrees with the take that I'm having. Like with a fight outcome. And I think a lot of you guys think that JDM's going to beat Bilal. I think a lot of you guys think that Volk is going to beat Diego. Yesterday I ran a poll and you guys agreed 70% that Tom Aspinall was going to beat John Jones. So when we get to another one of these moments in chat history, in the live stream history, where it's like, let me get some music going now that we've done the funeral. There we go. When we get to another one of these moments in the live stream history where it's me versus you guys and there's a lot on the line, we will bring the foot emoji back. The feet bringing back... Yeah, the feet are good. The feet will come back. They will come back. But a bet is a bet is a bet. So it's time to pay. It's time for chat to pay. You guys had 2 extra good days. You guys, should we run the funeral again for the foot emoji, Chris? Since we've got, when we ran the funeral for the foot emoji, there was only 5 people in here. Now we've got 14 people in here. Would you guys like to see the funeral for the foot emoji one more time, or should we just move on with the chat and get to some of the news? The Dustin Poirier news, for instance. As a separate thing, we need a Bilal goat emoji after he 45s. Oh God, Maybe. Maybe. One more time. All right, one more time. One more time, and then we'll get into the news. Move on. Move on. Move on. One more time. Move on. Move on. News play. We'll get into the news. Well, I'll do the funeral for the foot emoji. I'll let you go. You know what? I'll fucking let you guys pick. Do it at the end. We'll do it at the end. Okay, we'll do it at the end of the stream. We'll do it one more time, and then we'll get out of here before I go. So it'll be there at the end. If you guys want to see the funeral for the foot emoji, we'll do it at the end of the stream. That's it. One last time. All right, let us get into the news dropped by Beneil Dariush, boys. Beneil Dariush. Beneil Dariush. He does interview. Shut up, Beneil. I'm not ready for you to talk yet, mate. Dougie, I got a haircut today, and it looks like yours. No, I sniff it. Wait, you're bald. Aren't you bald? Last time I caught up with you. Last time I saw you, you were bald, dude. DJ Eden's coming to get me. Of course he is, mate. And of course, what's up, OTM? How are you, dude? And what is up, Muta? How are you guys? I hope you guys are going well. Just some channel news, some personal news before we get into anything else. I accidentally made a viral video, didn't I? Do you guys know how much hatred the MMA guru gets? It's insane. The amount of people that hate Guru. There are people commenting on that video that think, like, they saw the first 30 seconds. They think they're commenting at Guru. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, if you're going to make an audience, you can't be center of the road. It's just not the way that things are. Like, you can't say everything that's going to please everyone, but god damn. The dude has got one of the biggest audiences on MMA YouTube, but there is an opposite side of that coin that I did not realize. So, yeah. Did you see Connor's response to Alex's ex? That shit was bloody brilliant. I did see that. We might bring that up as well to go over. Let me guess, Buddy just praised the Lord the whole interview. He did not just praise the Lord the whole interview. He's earned his... Yeah, not the aim, bro. I know you hate him. I know you hate him. Rob's neighbor, Guru is awesome. What's up, Big Ank MMA? How are you, dude? Is this Anakin? How are you, dude? Are you Anakin? Great video on Guru. That was one of my favorites. It was a fun video. It was a fun video. And Guru took it well. We had a little message on Instagram yesterday. He took it well. It was all good. Like, we're all chilled. Only me and members chat. Only members in chat. It looks like it today. Only members in the chat, but it's not set to only members, which is weird. Yeah. Okay. Let's bloody look at big Beneil Dariush. Breaking news from Beneil Dariush right now. He's hearing that Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway are the ones that are set to go next. Let us listen.
Right now, my understanding is Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway are going to fight. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's 100% sealed and done, but that's what I'm hearing. Right now, my understanding is Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway.
I hate this, just by the way. I hate this. I know a lot of people don't like my suggestion, but I want Dustin Poirier. I want Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje 3. I think those two are like the goddamn Goku and Vegeta of MMA. I want to see it. I want to see. They're 1-1. It will be a war. It'll be a great retirement fight for Dustin. I want to see it. Only members in chat. It's good that Piggy checked it out. I don't know if he saw it. I know he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, yeah, whatever, man. It's all good. You're cool. He's fine. It's all good with me. So that's cool. I don't think he watched it. I think he copped so much shit, and he knows that I don't actually hate him or want to start a beef with him. He's just like, yeah, whatever. So yeah, that was cool of him. Yeah, it's me, Anakin. People asked me to change the name, and I did what they wanted. That I feel the same way. Big Ank MMA. I'm gonna miss you, Anakin. Though I'm a big Star Wars nerd at heart. Before Disney fucking ruined it. Hill's response was good too. I have that bookmarked. We're going to watch that later, Lazar. We're going to watch that later. He's a gentleman and a scholar. He is, man. Fiziev says he wants to fight at 145. I need to watch Fiziev's latest weigh-in because I worry that he is chinny. You know, he's a Muay Thai fighter. Muay Thai fighters get cracked on the chin. I don't want Fiziev to be chinny in there, dude. It worries me. Why hasn't Beneil retired yet? Money's too good. Money's too good. Ruffy wants Beneil. He's cooked. Beneil's going to die. That's the end of Beneil, isn't it? I really don't care for Max versus Dustin that much. Neither do I. Like, what's the point? What's the point? Dustin's done him twice now. What's the point of doing it a third time? You don't like Max versus Dustin either? Fair enough. Fair enough. You want to see... So you would rather see Max versus Dustin more than Dustin versus Gaethje, even though Max versus Dustin is 2-0 and Gaethje versus Dustin is 1-1. Justin just said that he doesn't want Dustin for another fight. He'll do what he's fucking told, mate. The UFC drop off a big bag of cash. He'll do what he's told. Max versus Dustin is a great fight, but it would be very disappointing for his retirement fight. Yeah, it just feels like either do something new or do something nostalgic. But because it's 2-0, I don't see the point. You know what I mean? They might make the Max fight if Dustin doesn't actually want to retire after his next fight. I think with him doing it in Louisiana, they're gonna sell the whole fight around his retirement fight. So it might be one of those ones where it's like, dude, you should retire. You know, it's time for you to retire. But then again, they can't force him not to fight. But I think this is Dustin's 4th time of saying he's retiring, and I believe him this time. So I guess I'm an idiot. I knew you were also a kid who used sticks as lightsabers. Say, fuck it. Mate, of course I did. Of course I did. If Australia had sticks, I learnt how to fire twirl. Just so I could pretend to be playing with a double-ended lightsaber. I know how to fucking fire. And because I use stilts for work, I know how to fire twirl on stilts. One of my party tricks is to fire twirl. Guru makes $2 million a year and acts like his life is... Yeah, so I don't think he gives a fuck if I make a little video about how I disagree with him. Can't wait to cash in the +4 money on the +400 money line Beneil going to get versus Ruffy. Do you think Beneil can beat Ruffy? What do you reckon it'll be? Wrestling? You think wrestling will be the end of him? Justin's heart doesn't seem into it. Him and Dustin's family are friends now. I know, that's what makes it hard. I guess those two would have a... What would you call it? A Rocky sort of a fight in a shed. The end of Rocky 3 where him and Apollo just go at it in a shed. But to, make their families sit through those two beating the shit out of each other, yeah, wouldn't be easy. Dana made Max fight a retiring TKZ and now a retiring Dustin. Yeah, Max Holloway is there to fucking piece up guys on their way out, kiss them on the ass. Who did you pretend to be? I was the goat of... it was because I was fire twirling. It's to stick fire on each end. So it was Mace Windu, mate. Not Mace Windu. Fucking what's his name? The Phantom Menace. Darth Maul. Lightsabers are code for homosexuality? I don't think they are. I don't think they are. So I never died and just turned to it. That's a smart move. Dougie was a rave girl, confirmed. No, the other side of it. Shall we listen to Jamal Hill go in on Alex Pereira's girlfriend? Let us listen to Jamal Hill go in on Alex Pereira's girlfriend. You do look like Mace Windu. Thank you. I got the hair for it. I got the bloody hair for it, mate. All right, Jamal, take it away, brother.
I also caught the video. A lot of people has already seen it of the ex-girl that he was with, that he cut out of his life because she wasn't being real and things like that. Coming in and try to come in and take shots. That shit lame as hell. I'm just gonna keep it real. That's really, really lame for her to do. And just she married, got married to somebody else, that whole situation and whatnot. And it's bro, how have you not moved on with your life from then? This was over a year ago. You can really tell whoever the plus side was in a relationship or who was really offering the other person more, given more than they were being offered whenever it ends and they feel a need to keep trying to use their name and drag themselves back into the situation.
I think it's exactly what he's saying there at the end. She just wanted a bit of attention points at the end there. She wanted attention points. She is working on those attention points. I mean, how was she still married and still with Alex Pereira at the same time? Hill is so much more likable since he took a humbling. This is true. Jamal finally got something good to say about Alex Pereira. Hard to disagree with him. Imagine an ex-boyfriend of a female fighter doing the same thing. It would be extremely corny. I mean, this is exactly what Izzy's ex did as well. The same thing. Every time they lose, they just parade themselves on social media, being happy that they lost. Such a nerd as a kid. I was a massive nerd as a kid. Wonder why not the AM bro knows the lingo. It's true. I mean, he must cross the rainbow roads. Every time there's a pedestrian walk and it's a rainbow one, you can tell not the AM bro crosses it like this. Dougie, your boy Jamie Malarkey said that he has a fight coming soon. Are you ready to see him get KO'd again? I enjoy it because it means I can walk around the house going, come on, Malarkey. Win a fight, mate. Malarkey, win one fight, mate. You do look like Mace Windu. I have the same teeth. No more Sharma. No more Sharma. Maybe it's karma. No more Sharma. Check out my OnlyFans. Bivol's ex-wife did the same thing. Yeah, you got Alex's ex-wife, Bivol's ex-wife, Izzy's ex-girlfriend, Tito Ortiz's ex-girlfriend. You know, became a porn star just to spite Tito. No good, man. If I was born in a galaxy far, far away, would you be part of the Jedi or the dark side? I think I'd be a lone wanderer, a grey Jedi. I'd be like Ahsoka. Again, I'm not gay, but I would be like Ahsoka, wandering the universe, white lightsaber, helping cunts out, murdering other cunts. People agreeing with something Jamal said is something Schwab and something. People agreeing with something Jamal said with something Schwab said in the same week. It is crazy. It is crazy. Dougie, we should do a conspiracy podcast because MMA is so used up. Sniff, if you and I did a conspiracy podcast, that would be a fun fucking one-off. We'd have to do it on BitChute because I'm not doing all this talking around things bullshit on YouTube. We might do a one-off special episode on BitChute. Yeah. You'd be like, right, shut up, dickhead. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Paulo Costa. Speaking of conspiracies, let us go over to Paulo Costa.
We are here in the Natural Museum in Washington DC, and this is a great bullshit in my opinion. Okay.
This is a great bullshit in my opinion.
Washington DC, and this is a great bullshit in my opinion. Okay. Film that.
Great bullshit. Film that.
1.89 million years look like that. This is a huge difference. This is a bullshit. This is so different from this. You can see some people look like this even on nowadays. So this is completely different. This is bullshit. This I believe, but the man didn't come. It's a big difference. Look at that.
I did not come from monkeys. This is bullshit.
I met some dudes like this guy on New York Street, Brooklyn, right?
I have met guys like this. He's pointing here. I have met guys like this in Brooklyn City. Oh, fucking hell. Paulo Costa is a gift. A fucking gift to be a human being. Paulo Costa is the one that we need in MMA. What's up, Moody Wizard? How are you, dude? I hope you're doing good, man. I hope you're doing good, dude. How are you? I heard you started a group called the Anti-Sharma Federation with your best friend MMA. Do not lump me in with the fucking MMA Joeys of the world, Joe Hogan. Please, God, do not lump me in with the MMA Joeys of the world. Just because I knew that picking Alex Pereira was the right pick doesn't mean you can lump me in with the MMA Joeys of the world, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Shit, Alex's other ex, Izzy, has been doing that for a while now, praying for his downfall. Who? Israel Adesanya's downfall? Dude, Israel Adesanya's downfall is... We're in it, brother. We're in it. He lost to Nasruddin Mavov. You know? Nasruddin Mavov, the kind of guy that can fucking punch a fly, and the fly will be fine. Fuck the Miami Heat? Alright, fuck the Miami Heat. Why? What do we do? Why? Paulo Costa interview with Guru will be top. No, he's done one. He did one on Twitter Spaces. You missed the bonkers in the Granite stream last night. Is this the one where Two Smelly Fingers and these guys had a word together? Alex is trash. Alex is not trash, but he's alright. He's alright. No chill. Yeah, this is the one. Yep. Nice Freudian slip there. Don't know what I did. Alright, we'll stick with it. Big Ank, real shizamp. Alright, Big Amp is here. It's so lovely to be living in the Izzy downfall. Yeah, we're in the Izzy downfall, mate. Welcome to the Izzy downfall. You're part of it. It's happening. We're in it. Justin Gaethje has called for another title shot. He says, I won 3 of my last 4, losing only an exhibition fight. I have to fight for the belt at Dana White. I am ready. I thought him calling the BMF title fight at UFC 300 an exhibition fight was a genius fucking move. A genius fucking move. Now, I am sure, I think I saw Nacho saying this in the Discord. I am sure that it is just Ali Abdelaziz. I'm sure it's just Ali typing that. But still, I thought this was such a Chael Sonnen veteran move. Such a Chael Sonnen veteran move to call the BMF fighter just an exhibition fight. Chris, you're gonna do a where are we at? What are you at? You're gonna do a cooking stream? Nice one, dude. Nice one, Chris. I like that a lot. That is good. That is good. But leading into this, right? Justin Gaethje, he was on a winning streak, and he was the one that should have been fighting for a title next. But he did lose. I would prefer it to be Arman Tsarukyan. 100% I would prefer it to be Arman Tsarukyan. So I wonder what would you guys like, right? Ilya? Justin? Arman? Does Oliveira deserve a rematch? Probably not. Not yet. Oliveira probably needs to win one more, right, before he gets his rematch. So that's probably it at lightweight. That's probably it, right? So Islam's next fight. They're the sort of choices that the matchmakers are going to make, and I think it's going to be International Fight Week with a headline of John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. But I do like what Justin did here, saying that he only won 3 out of his last 4, and the last one was an exhibition fight. I think that is bloody genius, man. Calling it an exhibition fight, that is so smart. This is the fight people want. I don't think it is, Gold. I don't think it is. I think, you know what I think it is? This week, there's been a lot of talk, and welcome to the new fans that have just subscribed. Not fan. Welcome to the new guys that have just subscribed to the channel. A lot of talk about how Alex Pereira ducked Magomed Ankalaev and took easy matchups to pad out his legacy at light heavyweight. You know, the Khalil Roundtree fight. I believe if Islam Makhachev takes this fight against Justin Gaethje instead of Arman Tsarukyan or Ilia Topuria, he is picking an easier fight to help pad out his resume. He is ducking the #1 contender, Arman Tsarukyan. So, you guys want to bag Alex Pereira for ducking Magomed Ankalaev? That's fine. That's totally fine. Keep that same energy. It's time to keep that same energy when it comes to Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan. They're just the facts, mate. They're just the fact. We're not just a daggy glazer here. We go we just shoot the shots fairly, unless it's an Australian. JDM will be the goat. Joe Hogan. It's been a minute. Last time I had a snickerdoodle one with cinnamon honey butter. Oh my god, that sounds fucking amazing. Arman would be the first top 5 light heavyweight who can actually wrestle and is the physical prime. Islam has never faced that. This is the argument, Shotgun. Islam versus Arman is the Alex Pereira versus Magomed fight. It's the same thing. It's just now the roles are reversed. So I'd love to hear the Dagestani fans' take on this. Why are we ducking Arman Tsarukyan? Why are we ducking? Although, to be fair, you guys in the chat have voted mainly for Arman. So Islam should be pushing for the Arman fight. I like the Justin fight versus Islam, honestly, but I wouldn't be mad at Ilya getting the shot right away. They're both banger fight. I wouldn't be mad at Ilya getting the shot. I would, especially because Ilya did the right thing and gave up his own belt. Charles is definitely more deserving than Justin, and in my opinion, Ilya too. Arman or Charles. What is Charles's resume, Larry? I genuinely, I can't remember it right now. Let me go to Tapology. Charles Oliveira Tapology. Arman versus Islam and Justin versus Ilya for whoever is next if Islam doesn't get an immediate rematch. Yes, yeah, I like that, OTMO. That's a good one. That is. Fighting featherweight Topuria or battle-worn 37-year-old Justin Gaethje instead of Arman would be lame as fuck. Yeah, it is. It would be a cop-out. It would be a fucking cop-out, mate. Unless early finish, it would both be contender for fight of the year. Ilya versus Gaethje, it would. He basically ducked Arman Charles last year too. I mean, give me your argument for why he ducked Arman. How close would Arman versus Ilya be? Ooh, it would be very close. Very, very close. I would give it to Arman just because of the weight difference. Like the size. I don't know if Ilya... You know what? Big Ank, get mogged. I'm very interested to see how Ilya packs out to a 155 frame and whether or not his speed is still there. Okay, Charles Oliveira lost to Islam Makhachev, fought Beneil Dariush, lost to Arman Tsarukyan, won Michael Chandler. So he is, since the Islam Makhachev fight, He is 3. Oh, Michael Chandler. I'd like to see Charles Oliveira win one more, Larry. I'd like to see Charles Oliveira win one more. Might be retarded, but that's... Yeah. Technically, it's Technus Rosehouse butter, but we don't get that here in Canada. Well, I guess with the tariffs, they're probably exporting it as quickly as possible. Armin Van Helden needs to prove he can make championship weight. That is true. That's a good argument. Like, we can't trust him with another pay-per-view, but apparently it was the injury, not the weight. Although, do you guys believe... I'll keep reading your chats as quickly as I can, but do you believe Armin was injured? And here's the caveat. Before I finish typing this out, here's the caveat. Do you believe Armin was injured, considering that, 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, he's good to go on a short notice fight against Justin Gaethje? Do you really, how bad do you think he's fucking back injury? Like, it's a back injury. You know, those things don't fucking heal overnight, boys. So I'm going to ask you this question in the poll. Do you think Armin was truly injured, considering 4 weeks later... Yeah, he was back to exercising with Nina, and he's ready to go again at Justin Gaethje at 165 pounds. I will let that float around in the chat for a little bit while I catch up on everyone's chats. Armin's going to get stuck rematching Gamrot in the Apex. Armin Sarukian versus Gamrot in the Apex. I love it, Toad. Good to see you again, man. I hope you're doing good, Toad. Hope you're doing good. While all the big stars at lightweights fight each other, not wanting to risk the risk that Armin brings. Yeah, maybe, dude. Not to worry, Paddington is here to make lightweight division great again. They can only run for so long. Yes, shotgun. I'm on board with the Paddy train. I still can't believe you guys actually don't have an Outback restaurant. We don't have Outback. We don't have Blooming Onions either. Not an Australian thing, mate. Hard to say he's ducking Armin when they were 24 hours away from fighting. I know, that's why I asked Larry to, please elaborate on that. Ilya's weakness has always been kicks, and Armin has some of the fastest, most powerful kicks in lightweight. True. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Also, Ilya uses a lot of it's clean boxing, but he gets into the pocket to let his combinations rip. And I am very interested to see how the 155 experiment goes. You know, he's going to be faster, but that means to stay faster, he's going to need to be a little bit closer to the weight cut than some of the other guys. And by the time they rehydrate, they're going to be bigger. Interesting. Chris, how much do you weigh? Joe Hogan wants to know. Joe Hogan. Where are we, Joe Hogan? Fighting Armin would be like Jose fighting Prime Mendez in their rematch. One of the greatest fights of all time, brothers. Alhamdulillah. Armin back got hurt while exercising with Nina. I mean, you know, I've pulled a back muscle a night or two myself, mate. You know, it's part of getting older, you know, but with the game is the game. We got to keep pressing forward. Beating Michael Chandler just proves you don't belong in the GFL. Note that you don't belong in the cage with Islam. Yeah, I'm not going to lower Charles Oliveira's stock that much, Toad, but I would like to see one more from Charles Oliveira. One more win from Charles Oliveira, considering he just fought for the title. 12 votes. That's pretty good out of 18 people. No, we do not believe, by just a bee's dick, 58% over 42%. We generally don't believe that Armin Tsarukyan was injured. Joe Hogan, I'm only 165, 5'11", trying to get bloody fucking huge this year. Deadlifts. Monday, bench. Tuesday, deadlifts. Wednesday, squats. Thursday, military squat into military press. Rest on Friday. Saturday, cardio. Start again on Monday. He injured himself trying to impress Ninja. That he did, sir. That he did. He didn't entirely duck them, but he set it up where he would either be getting them on a very quick turnaround after UFC 300, which would be a big advantage for him, or he would be getting Dustin instead. Fair enough. He didn't entirely duck. Yeah, so he just went for circumstantial, like the best matchups possible. That's all right. That's like a champion should be do that. It's hard to be putting on mad gains while being skinny. No, it isn't. Blend your food, drink it. Yo, Dougie, do they over there shit on the beach? Maybe in the north, because there is a whole region for them in the north area. Dougie, what is the favorite book that you have ever read before? It is... The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I love this book. It's a brilliant book. Actually, technically, the second one is my favorite one. This one. The second one in the series. This one is technically my favorite book. I love this book. Love this book. I had to get a new copy because I dropped mine in a river once. My other one. It's my favorite book. I was just talking to Dustin and he says he's probably fighting Justin. That's the way, Benny boy. Good to see you, Ben. Good to see you, mate. How are you? Before I knew about Vegemite as a kid, I thought the bloomin' onion was your national food down under. We don't have it anywhere here. Crazier how Ilya can't make 145 at 5'7", but Turner made 155 at 5'3". Well, I wonder how much it drained Turner to the point where he can't even decision make in the cage. You know what I mean? Charles has asked for a 5-rounder with armor. I'd be game for that. Now, that one would be a real number one contenders fight all over again. Dougie, the vocals of Volclane? The vocals of Volclane? Are they shit? Do I need to adjust the microphone? Is this what you're saying, dude? Nina is a disgusting, repulsive... It's very interesting, everyone's take on Nina, considering that, you know, we are cage fighting, you know? Like, do you guys remember some of the promotions that were on the Octagon? You guys realize that we have girls in bikinis to help us count to 3? Like, you do know what sport we're in, yeah? We're in the sport of gambling, cage fighting, degeneracy, surrounded by women in bikinis. This whole grandstanding on morality in a cage fighting community, very odd to me. Very fucking odd to me. Have you seen the stuff going on with BJ Penn? Scary shit. Yeah, it is, dude. It's sad. It's, I'm not going to play the video. It's sad, man. It's sad. Sorry, Ank. Sorry to Big Ank. That's all right, Big Ben. The plan for Paddy is to keep giving him the worst guy ahead of him until they can justify a title shot. After Chandler, that'd probably be Gaethje because he literally doesn't know jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I mean that's the the O'Malley recipe. Yeah, that's the recipe. That's the recipe for stars in the UFC. Yep. Can I teach you how to Dougie? I can, Joe Hogan. Maybe for Christmas. BJ Penn is severely mentally ill. It's called CTE, my friend, and maybe drug use. Thinks his mother was murdered by the government and replaced by a clone. Yeah, I know, dude. It's pretty fucked up. What's it called again? Breaking the Wind. It's called The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and then the sequel is called The Wise Man's Fear. We're still waiting for The Doors of Stone. He's given himself anxiety finishing the third in the series. I truly believe Arman popped for steroids because an injury doesn't make sense if he's willing to fight 4 weeks later and he missed weight. Dana would have just bashed him on live and found a replacement. OTM, if he has popped for steroids, how could he have thrown his hat in the ring for 165 pounds if he's not available to fight? I never hurt my back while smashing before, just pulled some hammies. I have broke many cheeks. I've blown a couple of backouts myself. You're saying good to see you, but this is my first time in your live. Oh, well, you know, g'day and welcome to the stream. Benny boy, how are you? How are you enjoying the stream so far? What do you reckon about the channel, mate? Are you going to be sticking around? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We all criticized Izzy super hard for trying to force Drickus into fighting him on a fast turnaround and have an advantage. Keep it $5. Thank you, Snifferton. My friends are playing Red Dead Redemption and they have just unveiled some... Okay. Well, thank you for the $5, Sniff. I appreciate that. That's a very, very Sniff comment, isn't it? Sniff, never change. Thanks for the $5, man. Good to know I screenshotted both and I'll try and get them online. Yeah, you go to audiobookbible.com. Google free audiobook torrents. You'll find the website. We all criticize Izzy super hard for trying to force Drickus into fighting him on a fast turnaround to have the advantage, keep it consistent, have some bloody integrity. Yeah, that is true. That is true. And we did the same thing for how unfair it was of the UFC to force Jose Aldo to fight, not Jose Aldo, Aljamain Sterling to fight Sean O'Malley on short notice. So that's a good point, Larry. That's a good point. Please tell me what Nina's qualifications are. Well, she knows how to interview. She gets her tits out, which brings attention to the screen. She also does get fighters to come out of their shell and open up a little bit. But I just find it ironic, I guess. I don't know. Hypocritical, maybe, that we watch a sport where 2 men beat the shit out of each other in their underwear, in a cage, surrounded by women in bikinis, helping us count to 3. on a sport that grew up and was sponsored by dildos, fleshlights, you know, OnlyFans back in the, not like before OnlyFans was OnlyFans, like it was on pay-per-view next to pornography. Like, it sponsors gambling every minute during the fight. The clocks are covered in gambling commercials. I just find it very, I don't know. Is it ironic? Is it hypocritical? I don't know. But there is a certain le bullshit in the air about, oh, Nina Drama, she's a bit of a fucking whore, isn't she? Like, dude, have you looked around at the company we're keeping? Have you seen the fucking sport that we're watching? Khabib was right about the ring girls. I don't know, they bring a bit of flavor to the screen, you know what I mean? They bring a bit of flavor to the screen. Nina isn't even a baddie. She has no ass. I'll be okay with it if they replaced her with some fine ring girls or at least some eye potential, not just a mid-Mexican chick. Okay, OTM. Fucking harsh words from OTM. At least John Jones has nowhere left to run now. That is true, man. At least we have to get him against Tom Aspinall. What's up, Wolf Chief? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. I hope you're doing well, dude. Agreed. Having this extreme hatred for Nina is even more weak-minded than simping for her. Hating is some real incel shit. Who gives a fuck? Watch it all. Yeah. That's the, like, who gives it? Like, again, don't fucking sit here being like, oh, Nina Drama, what a fucking slut. And then act like you are not fucking lighting up a bong and going onto Pornhub later tonight. I know the MMA community. Sit here gambling, talking about taking rips, and then being like, Nina Drama. I would never. No. Shut the fuck up. I have to watch your videos, but I guess your live got recommended to me on my... Oh, sick! We're back, boys! I thought my live was getting banned. People have not been receiving my notifications. Welcome to the... This is an MMA channel. So welcome. I make an MMA video Monday through Friday, and I go live at least 3 times a week, and this is generally what it is. We've got some news, we talk some shit. Yeah, welcome to the channel, mate. Fallout New Vegas is the GOAT. I've been really enjoying Fallout 4, but Fallout New Vegas was my favorite, yeah. Yet another great example. Mafia 2, really good. Mafia 2 is really, really good. Yeah, with Aljo. Yeah, without. Yep, true. Before everyone falls for the Paddy hype train, the UFC is trying to build him by giving him old men. Just imagine what Armin will do to him. Oh, yeah, it is all hype, dude. For sure. Armin would do to him if that's anything easy. Armin KO, you're falling for. Yeah, no, I agree, dude. Armin Tsarukyan will murder Paddy Pimblett. Star Wars Force. Only played Star Wars Force on at least once. It was very, very good. Nina knows nothing about MMA, and her only job is sucking dick. No, asking questions as well. She asks questions as well. Man United new stadium, huge news. If I don't care about boxing, Shotgun, you better believe I don't give a fuck about European soccer. Gears of War, never played it. Thank you for the 5 memberships, Moody Wizard. You're legend, mate. You're fucking legend, mate. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. 305 Chunks, what's up, dude? How are you, man? Do an impression of Colby Covington walking through the PI in one of the training rooms is none other than Jordan Peterson. Oh, okay, I gotta think of some light. Who's in that room? Oh my god. Oh my, no, talk shit about him. No, can't go. Who's in that room? Oh, no, can't go in that. Who's in this room? Oh my god, it's Jordan Peterson. Women want to be raped by vampires. What's up, 305? Habibi was right about the gambling sponsorship show. That shit is, yeah, it's everywhere now. It's Nina's pick-me-girl vibe and the fact she is literally an industry plant. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. But notice that's got nothing to do with the, oh, she's a whore argument that we hear all the time. Like, she is an industry plant. That's true. And her pick-me-girl vibe is her job. That's her job. To get 14-year-old guys who are on Twitter or TikTok or wherever seeing clips of Nina Drama doing those 30-second short-form edits with her tits out, being bubbly, getting Tom Aspinall to laugh. That is her job, and that's fine, but like, don't come at it with this whole morality higher than thou fucking... It's just bullshit, mate. We're watching cage fighting. Old Tafford getting demolished, so many legendary moments of that ball being kicked through the air. I have no problem with Sanko or Alevi because they're not repulsive, disgusting, rotting whores like Nina is. Jesus, not the aim, bro. I think Laura Sanko is one of the best commentators in the game. Legitimate. Her and Paul Felder are amazing. Doing well, brother. Hope you are too. I'm alive, Wolf Chief. I'm alive and keeping up with it all. George Best, the best free babies. Sir Bobby Charlton, class of '92, late '90s. Go to era, gentlemen. Go to era. Absolutely go to era, boys. I would never talk about taking rips on streams. Anyway, got to go hit this bong real quickly. Yeah, yeah, exactly, dude. Keep it up, bro. I love listening to you and your content. Well, thank you, Moody Wizard. I really appreciate it, man. I will keep it up. This is a very fun hobby, and I appreciate it. And it seems to be ticking along nicely. We hit 2,000 streams yesterday, so I made a little meme video for the funeral of the foot emoji. I will make another little meme video for hitting 2,000 subs. Anyone has any ideas on how to celebrate 2,000 subs, please just comment it on any one of the videos, and we'll come up with something to celebrate, because we should celebrate 2,000 subs. Man United are building a new 100k seater stadium for Dana to never use for UFC because he hates anything fun. Does it have a roof? It's going to have a roof. That's why when he comes to Melbourne, he goes to the Etihad Stadium. No, the Marvel Stadium. What's it fucking called? The Telstra Dome, the Marvel Stadium, the Etihad. I don't know what it's fucking called because they change the name every year. There's a stadium in Melbourne, and it has a roof that opens and closes depending on the weather. I just don't like how sensitive Nina is. Got to grow some nuts if you want to be in MMA. That is true. I will agree with that. We are in the shit-talking business. And not even just being in MMA, but like if you're Nina or Ariel or Guru or me, you're in the shit-talking business. You can't be upset when people talk shit back at you. This is the game, brother. Nina isn't bubbly. She's repulsive. That is literally objective. Subjective? Shit, which one is it? Subjective, not the A, bro. I'm closing manager and always join live while I'm working in the... Oh, thank you, OTM. I appreciate you, dude. I know the grind, man. While I'm plastering away, I'm listening to Guru streams or Frankie streams. I feel the grind, brother. Trust me. I get it, dude. Australia needs more gambling. Oh, yeah, we need more gambling. Well, I mean, what do we got? Ladbrokes, Sportsbet, TAB. That's really it, isn't it? And I don't think we can do the lines as well, like the strike count lines. I don't think we can do that as well as the Americans can. You know what I mean? Felder plus Bisping plus Fitzgerald as a GOAT commentary team. I don't like Bisping because everything is about himself. I think you swap out Bisping with Sanko and you're on there. Like, I like Fitzgerald as well. He's very low-key. He knows what his place is to just read the sponsorships and keep the show moving like an MC. Yeah, I like Fitzgerald as well over Anik. I'd say what Nina doing is way more morally bankrupt than fighting in a cage. She is thirst-trapping young kids, but fighters are just doing what they've evolved to for millions of years. If they were doing it in a dojo, help me, I get what you're saying. If they were doing it in a dojo behind closed doors, not closed doors, but if they were doing it in a less bombastic way than the way we're doing it. We're renting out fucking stadiums in the middle of Sin City, Las Vegas, putting it on pay-per-view and selling beers and hot dogs and taking bets while we're doing it. And if you did end up watching my video at Christmas time, which is the UFC fake, only 40% of the time is it the best fight the best. You know what I mean? So if you're talking about the art in martial arts, then maybe if it was a dojo and it was truly the best fight the best, I get what you're saying. But the UFC is 60% entertainment. So Nina's allowed to do what she's doing because she is doing a form of entertainment. And to get angry at it is very, I don't know. Someone help me with the word I'm looking for. There's something weird about it. Do a shoey for 2K. I've already done a shoey on the stream. Fuck your foot emoji. Yeah, you mad fool of a thing. You guys, we pulled up the receipts, Nacho. You commented. You were part of the shamans that went for this, brother. How are you, dude? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, dude. Get ready to be a mod around here, mate, because we got 200 new subscribers in one night. The UFC promotes much worse shit than Nina. She just gives the community a face to go. Yeah, essentially, that's what it is, dude. Essentially, that's what it is, man. Dougie, who is going to win the World Cup in 2026? Australia, mate, or Serbia? Is Mary Jane legal down under? No, but we have shooting rooms. We have heroin rooms next to primary schools, but heaven forbid you smoke some grass. JRE isn't good because he's highly intelligent, funny, and legitimately fine-ass Mexican worthy, being a playboy centerfold. The Joe Rogan experience isn't good because he's a highly intelligent, funny, legitimate, fine-ass Mexican worthy of being a playboy centerfold. It's just because he's good at asking questions and getting interesting answers out of his guests. Yeah, but again, they're for different audiences. Like JRE, Joe Rogan's for a more mature, elder male audience. Nina's for teenagers. Did you know Australia is the biggest gambling country in the world by orders of magnitude? I watched a video about it. Second to Singapore. Stake is an Australian. I had no idea, Shotgun. I had no idea. Nina's entire personality is being a whore. When she called out, she gets played victim. She is literally a 1 out of 10 female. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. She can't be a 1 out of 10. She's a fucking Playboy model, not the Ambro. That, just cannot be true. And her personality is to get the fighters to giggle and laugh at her girly, playful experience. Yeah, calling Nina a 1 out of 10. I know, I'm calling her Playboy. This is what I mean. Yeah, I must agree with you. Virtue signaling is lame as fuck, and it's even worse when you know it's just fake bullshit, not something they even believe. This is the thing. How are you here in this stream if you're virtue? With the shit that we talk, just on this stream, the jokes that we make on this stream, and you're so fucking high and mighty that Nina getting the fighters to laugh and getting her tits to jiggle around a little bit is so repulsive to you. It doesn't make sense. I get it if she annoys you, but to get rage bait at her is incel as fuck. It feels incel. It's giving incel. Her personality makes her 1 out of 10. Okay. No, yeah, Nina would seduce, not the Ambro. Mate, Nina sits on not the Ambro's lap and we'll feel that fucking 1 out of 10 pop up. Did you talk about Dana and His Excellency Turkey coming over to boxing? We haven't talked about that, Super Shotgun. Maybe we have. I don't think we have, dude. I don't think we have. Imagine a man doing what Nina does. He'd be in prison, getting his tits out. Probably. In Donald Trump's America? Probably. Taking the martial arts out of it, humans have watched each other batter the shit out of each other since the beginning of time. I agree, dude. In the Colosseum, they would watch humans beat the shit out of it. But this is like saying, a set of jiggling tits draws eyes. It's human nature. It is what it... all Nina's doing is the same thing as watching her fight. It fulfills that animal instinct, that reptilian brain part of us. It sets that off. Nina's no different to watching two gladiators beat the shit out of each other in the Colosseum and the crowd screaming for more blood. We live by the Shama, we die by the Shama. It was very fun, dude. Medical cannabis. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm not a weed smoker, but thank you. So, for those that want to come to it, thank you for the 9 cents, mate. I appreciate you, 305. I appreciate you, dude. Nacho wants to clear it up for anyone considering coming to Australia and getting some weed. Medical cannabis is legal. It's pretty easy to get prescribed. There you go, dude. There you go. I mean, if you want to get weed in Australia, it's you just go down to the smoke store, the tobacco store. You look for the ratty guy hanging around the back, and you just say, "What's up?" It's not easy to get. The greatest ever. It is what it is, brother. It is what it is. A big part of Nina's hate comes from the Guru fan. Yeah. Every one of us in here would fuck her if she came. I know, dude. It's embarrassing, dude. It's embarrassing, dude. Nina always acts like she's just a regular interviewer and doesn't use her body for views. At least the UFC ring girls like Celestial know their place and she makes money and she's a whole nerd. That is not true. She absolutely has said, she has actually said on deadpan to the camera, she knows that she uses her tits and she says, and they're a great set of tits. Of course, I'm going to use them. Word for word, that's what she said. She knows exactly what she's doing. She doesn't hide behind it at all. Do an impression of Anthony Smith explaining to his space team that he should have been an astronaut to fix the broken valve outside of the space. Anthony Smith, shit, dude, I don't think I can do an Anthony Smith one. And maybe I'm not the best. I have my own faults as well. But I should have been the one to go out there and fix the broken valve, and maybe I would have gotten my ass beaten. But on paper, I know how to fix it. Maybe not out there. Maybe the asteroids would have beaten the shit out of me. But on paper, I would have been able to do it. Dougie, I just wanted to let you know that I love your content. Thank you, brother 9000. I love you. Dougie's good takes. Volks, JDM, Yuri. Dougie's bad takes. Every fucking thing else. Thanks, Nacho. Just wait until the UFC hires Bonnie Blue. They are gonna flip the fuck out. It's about Nina being a hypocrite. I feel like it's about Nina being a hypocrite. I feel like for most people, if she was showing her body and standing by all MMA fans... Again, OTMO, I think I've talked past this comment, but she has done that, dude. You defending the rotten cunt Nina is exactly what she wants. I'm just speaking the truth, dude. I'm just speaking the truth. If you're so fucking moralistic, that you aren't gambling or ever looking at Instagram models... That's okay. That's cool, dude. If you are that high in moral, that's fine, dude. But you know what your morals are. You know whether or not you're being a fucking incel or whether or not your morals are that high. So that's not the Amber. That's on you, dude. I'm not gonna press you on it. That's on you, man. You know damn well. You open up. Hey, not the Amber. You open up a webcam. Show us your Instagram search feed. Where are we? 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 Here we are. The chat has donated at least tens of thousands of dollars to sports bet companies combined, acting like the UFC promoting Nina is anything compared to that. I know, dude, again, we are watching a sport that is surrounded by ring girls and gambling. Nina doesn't even act like she doesn't use her body for views. She's pretty open about it. Did everyone forget her cringy discussing on her assets and her... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She doesn't act like she doesn't do what she does. She's very upfront about what she does. And this is the thing. She is very open about what she is selling you attention span-wise. And it's up to you whether or not you click on it. What are your thoughts on the video of Cheeto putting the shotgun on that guy? I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I think everyone should be armed to the teeth. Another live. What's up, CXMS? How are you, dude? They're not that great. I know, but she said, word for word, I have great assets and I use them. Predict the champion at the end of the year for every division for your favorite or for your favorite division. JDM will beat Bilal. DDP will beat Shavkat. Tom will beat John Jones. Islam will remain the champion. Pantoja will remain the champion. And Marab will remain the champion. Yeah. Anthony would go to 2-on-1 wrist grip on the valve. Exactly, dude. Impression of Dominic Cruz psychoanalyzing Jordan Peterson. You became a psychologist because of your dad. Because your dad never listened to you. So now you think if you can tell off the world and be the dad to the entire world, maybe he'll listen to you. But they're not going to listen to you, dummy, because you're stuck in here with me. That's so true. I think I'm going to cry. Nina, the titties is built no different than Nina, the titless is built no. Nina is built no different to Max Holloway. Maybe an old Max Holloway when he gets saggy. Still waiting on what Nina credentials are. She does it, but that's all she needs. She's an interviewer. That's all she does. She does interviews. Damn, never mind. I take what I said about Nina. I never knew she was open about using her body, all from the Guru videos. It seemed like she tries to act like she doesn't use her body. Oh, okay. No, that's all good. I mean, it's one video. If you don't watch Nina's content, why the fuck would you know? Doug, are you at least interested in Eubank versus Conor Benn? Then the build-up is hilarious. Oh, the egging? Yeah, I'm a little bit interested in it. Yeah. You can't compare Instagram models to Nina. Nina is acting like she's innocent, doing nothing wrong. Instagram model. She has literally said she uses her assets. And then pointed to her tits. I don't understand. She literally has said what she is doing is on the product. The Cheeto video is clearly said. Do you reckon? You reckon, Nacho? Did you see Nina beefing? No, I don't watch her content. I don't give a fuck. I watched the only Nina content I've ever watched is the one she did with Tom Aspinall and the recent one with Justin Gaethje because I wanted to see Justin Gaethje. That's it. I don't watch her content. I don't give a fuck about Nina. I just find it weird that MMA fans do, considering we're watching a fucking blood sport. Do an impression of Jordan Peterson meeting a werewolf. Listen here, young man. You've got to clean your room. You've got to lift up your own environment. Oh my God, he's changing. Oh, he's a werewolf. That's too bad because women want to be fucked by vampires. I think people don't like it when Nina covers up for certain fighters, so people want her to be offended. I think people don't like it when Nina covers up for certain fighters, so people want her to offend those fighters, which I think they will not give. Oh, right. I get what. Are you trying to say like she acts nice around everyone, rather than speaking her truth, and that way she might not get interviews from everybody? I mean, that's just not being real. I do think people get annoyed by that. If that's what you're getting at there. The Cheeto video was rigged. Thoughts on Roman Dolidze title run? I fucking hope not. I don't like Roman Dolidze at all. Do an impression of Dougie's Corner saying John Jones subs Tom Hospital. I'll never do it, Nacho. What's up, Eric? How are you, dude? Just hit the gym and finished with a run. Fucking get it, son. Yes, Eric. Getting big, man. She's not an interviewer. She's a plant to gain interest by being a whore. She is an interviewer. Planted to get eyes on the interview. Welcome to the attention game. This is the internet. It's borderline creepy how hardcore some of this fade is. I feel like someone who cares that much about a random MMA YouTube girl is the type who would kidnap a girl for not liking them. Yeah, it's giving incel. I'm telling you, dude. Like, if you don't like it, there's so many MMA content creators. Don't watch her. Who cares? Finally, Aussie's the first. Feet in the chat for Aussie. There's no feet left. RIP. Nina was beefing with her on Twitter. Oh, I didn't catch it. I don't have Nina I don't follow her on Twitter. Like, unless she gets brought up by the MMA Zone or MMA On Point. Yeah. I don't get a lot of Nina content. I really don't. Do an impression of Nina Drama doing a Shama with Pereira. I can't do a Nina Drama impression. I mean, what do? You just go, Shama? I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really like Nina, but I don't get all the hate for it. It's not like she took anyone else's job. She gives a different insight to the fighters, which is clearly popular. No idea why people... This is the thing with me. I don't get the hate. Where the fuck is the feed emoji? What is this? The chat betted. It's gone. It's gay when she came at Guru and she got rightfully cooked for it, but yeah. When she got cooked for it, but it's not like she's the she kills little puppies for something. Yeah, when she came at the Guru and Guru cooked her for it, fair fucking game. Like, this is the game we play as talking mouths on the internet. Shit gets thrown in every direction. Fucking deal with it, cunt. Straight up, deal with it, cunt. But it doesn't mean I hate her. It just means she lost that round. You supported this loss, Aussie. You reap what you sow. That's it. You guys supported this loss. No, it's like covering up for certain fighters and not for Westerns. So I think some of them don't like it. I read comments on Nina with that Dagestani... with the Dagestani skin covered up, so it offends the loud fan. Well, I mean, she's doing those interviews in Saudi Arabia, so she's doing them in Muslim countries. So I like it. I like it. Like, if you want to come into my country, if you want to come into my house and the rules to my house is you take your shoes off, you take your fucking shoes off. I wish there were certain countries that held their own bargain that strongly. I like that they do that. I think there's certain countries that should say, if you want to come into my house, we don't wear shoes in my house. You're welcome to come in, but you take your fucking shoes off at the door. I wish more countries would have that kind of attitude. All Nina is an industry plant that the UFC wants to put out viral clips where the fighters answer questions other than how was the training camp in order to raise interest in them. Exactly, Toad. Exactly. Wonder why not the AM bro doesn't perpetually shit on real predators like Pat Barrett. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Again, it's giving incel. I never voted for nothing. I'm all for the feed emoji. Let's run it back. One day the feed emoji will come back. Talk about Jesus being controlled op. I don't think he is. I think that's the one thing Adam Green fucks up. I don't think he is. You got to go deeper. You got to go to the next level. There's 3 levels to the Matrix. If Nina was an independent content creator, it would be all right, but she's promoted so hard by the UFC, she shoved in effort. That's fair enough, dude. That's fair enough. That's the same reason people hate Power Slap. I get that. But you notice in there, you didn't once call her a dumb whore. Like, that's a fair enough argument. I'm not going to argue with that. That's fair enough. Same thing as Power Slap. Same thing. This is pure cope. Imagine being a family member. Imagine a family member behaving like Nina. Yeah, I'm all right. But this is like, you don't have to watch her, dude. You don't have to watch her. Tell your fellow cunts to get out of my country. Why do your army guys wear silly hats? I think it's so the rifle sits into it properly. But yeah, no. Thanks for that, Eric. If you look at all the UFC champs in the men's division right now, everyone is well-rounded. This is kind of unprecedented. We've never had a stronger lineup, except for when JDM beats Bilal. We're one championship away from the strongest lineup of UFC champions ever came in. Andrew Braschuti has got feet pics floating on the internet. Disgusting. Every champ is a legitimate MMA fighting champ, except for Bilal. He's fake news. JDM will be the champ. But no, you're right, Cayman. Everyone's well-rounded right now. Eric says, Nina is a 40-year-old whore, so I'm going to hate her for it. What? I just don't get why. I don't get why. I want to know what Nina's mouth would do, and so do you. Sniff wants to know. Who is more deserving of a Nobel Prize, Merab or John Anik? A Nobel Peace Prize? Merab, based Christian man. I listened to an interview with Urseg back before 301. He's the type who benefits hugely from that kind of, needs someone to just be different. He shared some stuff that Jordan Peterson could do a breakdown on. Oh, good God. AJ Cunningham needs Jordan Peterson. John Morgan's the worst. John Morgan is the worst. Now, that's an industry plan. That's boring. No, even Nina covered up for Ank when he was... Oh, I didn't know that. Again, I didn't watch her... I didn't know that. Well, I guess she's just being respectful of the fighter that she's in front of. What the hell? Yesterday was that 2K sub. We had a big night last night. We had a very big night. We went kind of viral. I don't know if that video is going to get to 10,000 views, but it's going to get close. Joe Hogan says, Nina sucks. All right. Okay. Now there's already 200 a day later. Wild night. Hey, Aussie, you supported Ank to win, so you have a hand in it. That is true. I'm listening to his intro music right now at the gym. How dare Dana use the media to market his company? What a fucking joke. I'm out. I know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the hate. I don't get the hate. Ironic you're telling me I'm an incel when I said I like Sanko and Alevi. Sorry, I have morals and you don't. Well, the incel energy, you know, incel comes from involuntarily celibate, which means you would like to have sex, but you can't. And when you see a girl that is just being bubbly with a little bit of cleavage and it enrages you so much that you've got to argue about it for an hour, it gives off incel energy. Like, I would like to have sex, but I am incapable of doing it because girls don't like me because I don't know how to banter. That's what I'm saying, not the AM, bro. It's giving off that energy. I'm not saying you're an incel. I'm saying it's giving incel energy. And I think I just drew a pretty clear picture as to why it's giving that energy. You know? Not personally on you, dude, but it's giving incel. It is giving incel. I'm so pumped. Let's go. Inshallah. Frankie, what's up, brother? Everyone, there's new subscribers here. If you're new to this channel, and there's 200 of you that are new to this channel, then please, if you're enjoying this live stream, go over to Frankie. Way more degenerate than me. Barely covers MMA, but the cunt is fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious live streams. Good to see you, dude. I hope you're doing well. Where were you, Frankie? Where the fuck were you, Frank? There you are. Let's talk about MMA. Yes, let's talk about MMA. Joey collab? Never. Never. Sing the Bilal. Bilal, Ishmilal, Inshallah. She's not an industry plant. She's literally given pretty much unfettered access by the UFC. There's no secrets about how much they helped her. An industry plant is secretly helped, not openly. That's also true. Also true. Thoughts on O'Malley and Marab video bumping into each other and Sean being a rude wanker all the time for no reason. Do you reckon he was being rude? I thought he was being quite cordial. Why do you reckon he was being rude about it? Fun Fanatic. Let's fuck around. Let's find out. What's up, Fun Fanatic? How are you, dude? Imagine it's 2017. Danny Barlow KOs Carlos Prates to become the welterweight champion. Dougie's Corner hits 1 million subs. This could have been the future of Pereira 1, but you chose evil. Pereira can't fight John Jones. Now Tom Aspinall will sleep John Jones. Dougie's Corner will hit 1 million subs. It'll be great. Do an impression of Joe Rogan explaining to Anthony Smith what would be a funny... Do an impression of Joe Rogan explaining to Anthony Smith why would be a funny comic. Why he would be a funny comic. right. You'd what a man, you'd be a savage. I'm telling you. The way that you line things up, you know, you think about the jokes on paper before you actually say them. And that's how, you know, sometimes I'm just sitting there in the pool, silence, and I think, man, that's a really profound thought. And then I think about how to make that funny for a year. And you writing everything down, you'd be one of the best, man. You'd be a marauder. Well, if Christian fighters asked Nina, she would cover up too, but they don't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, word on the street is that Dougie and MMA Joey have teamed up due to their hate of Alex Pereira and are known as the farts against good strikers. I am going to make a video begging the strikers to be good. Not Nina's fault, but I don't like that Dana had said she's thinking about replacing media with influencers. We don't need Aiden Ross interviewing Jones instead of talking about the fight. I agree with that. You know, interviewers are important, but that's not Nina's fault. She's bubbly. Are you joking? Her personality is fake. It being fake doesn't mean she's not putting on a bubbly personality. True. What's with the sex lighting? It's very hot. It's 30 degrees, and the sun is coming through the balcony and heating the room up. So we've got sex lighting going on. Do an impression of Israel Adesanya hitting up the Lana Santos after a dog pose. Hey, shout out to the puppy. Come on, let me lay you down like Elsa. Frankie's the man. Woke up way too early. Fair enough. Dodge that message. Dougie, who would you get in tonight's Australian... Wait, Dougie, who you got in tonight's Australian boxing in a couple of hours? Keith one-time Thorman or Brock Dingbat? Well, you got to go with Dingbat. Do an impression of Malav filing a claim against Jordan Peterson. You know this guy, he come here and he's not a man. He tries to tell people how to live their lives before he successfully lives his own and breaks down and has drug addiction and then comes back and seems to just kiss the ring. What did they do to him? You know, and he has to be a man. Congrats on it. Thank you, Fino with Frankie. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. It's actually a very, very incel thing to have high standards and idolize women who are completely out of... Yeah, it's actually a very, very incel thing to have high standards and idolize women who are completely out of... No, very incel thing to have high standards and idolize women who... No, I don't... It's incel. The incelness comes from the thinking that you just get angry at them. You know what I mean? From getting angry. You can have high standards, but just roll with it and not get shitty at whores. Like, just be like, oh, whatever. It's Dougie, stop saying it's giving. Well, it is giving. She's not an industry plant, but her first interview was anti-hawk a bit. I don't see how that's relevant. Jesus Christ, there's so many chats. Eugene Berman impression. We need evidence. But we were just talking about this the other day. Max vs. Dustin 3 is the biggest match to make and one of the dream matches. I think I told Poirier months. You Blueprint told Dustin Poirier months ago to fight Max when he was going to fight someone else. Apparently, fair enough, Blueprint. Fair enough, dude. How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. I don't want to see it. I want to see Dustin versus Gaethje 3. Take the first letter of farts against good strikers and put it. Very good, Aaron. Very good. What do you get when you mix Frank Mir with an... I don't trust you, Sniff. Hey, I bought that set. You did buy that Cirx. 30 degrees is cold. Not in fucking... Guru sends these... Oh my god, are we in a stream? What's up? Oh, Guru's just saying what's up. What's up, Guru? Thanks for being so cool about the video, man. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it, man. Wonder why Aaron Tats doesn't know the word acronym. Maybe he's worried that I wouldn't know the word acronym. If the UFC wants a clip from a JDM interview to go viral, they aren't asking John Morgan. Hate Nina or not, she's very... Yeah, like JDM, oh, we got the cash and dash, you know, I just flew in. You need Nina for that. You better start charging for I know, dude. I know. Would you kiss MMA Guru if he donated 150 memberships? I would not. No. Impression of Dana White announcing his discovery for an endangered impression of Dana White announcing his discovery of an endangered species. All right, so we had to look under the rock. You'd think there'd be millions of them, but no, there's 10. There's 10. Broke records. Incel is such a cringe term. She's a whore. You can't argue. What world is it? I didn't even argue that. I didn't even argue she's not a whore. I'm saying, why are we getting angry at it? She is what she is on the box. 29 in chat. I know it's fucking crazy, dude. This is crazy. Stop saying it's giving. Makes me cringe so hard. Makes me want to. Okay, all right. Eric, that's giving. You don't see how Bib hating whore women as her first woman isn't relevant. Interesting. Let's see what happens to her if she did that in Dagestan. She goes to the UAE and gives interviews. I don't see how it's relevant. 27 based as fuck people in here, right? Craziness, mate. What's the time? Okay, pretty good. I remember now there was a rumor going around that Poirier was going to do the Gaethje trilogy. I basically said, nah, fight Max for the reasons I started. Poirier knew what time it. Well, lucky he listened to you, man. Lucky he listened to you, Blueprint. Lucky he listened to you, dude. Do you hate Alex Pereira? I do not hate Alex Pereira. I've never hated Alex Pereira. Ever. I've just looked at him realistically. And if you look at Alex Pereira realistically, people think you hate him. Would you throw it back for 200? I would not, Eric. It sucks being a Pereira fan who just minds their own business and everyone proceeds to hate on him when he loses because of the Poetards casuals. Then just let it roll off your back like just duck's water. Let it roll off your back, Bruce Wayne. Don't, you know, then the Pereira hatred is not for you. Impression of Marab on a commentary team watching Islam out wrestle earlier. I can't believe he's so much bigger than him. You know, there's all stats back when he was a child, 2 years old. I tell you, because before he was a man, you have to think about when he was a man and then grow into now, and he's being very respectful of the wrestling, and on and on and on and on. The question is, how big of a whore is Nina Drama? Well, she literally sold her body for money. I mean, you can, but again, look at the sport that we're in. Do you hate the ring girls? Like the stream, you mad worms. Bonnie Blue, not Bonnie Blue levels, but you know, she sold her naked body for money. It sounded way different when you didn't say high standards in quote. I meant guys say they have really high standards to excuse why they aren't getting laid, and they hate the sluts because even the sluts don't want them. In reality, they'd bang any one of those sluts who'd be willing, but none of them. Yeah, that is incel. That's incel. I'll chalk this up as a win if you want to, dude. That's fine. If you want to, that's up. What is with everyone reading only part of my messages? Dougie, what is an incel? An involuntary celibate. Like the stream, boys. Like the stream. Dagestani fans are far worse than Poetards. Yeah, but they haven't been around for a while. Like, Islam Makhachev has been a very fun champion, so the Dagestani fans haven't been very annoying, you know? Whereas the Poetards, you say that he should fight out. You say that the UFC are protecting him. Fucking hell. The world's coming down. You line up the list of the best fighters' skill level in the UFC. You go, I don't think Alex Pereira is in the top 5. Fucking hell, the world's falling down. Would you reveal Nina? Would you reveal like Nina for 300? No, I wouldn't. What is the most satisfying loss of a fighter you were rooting against? The most satisfying loss of any fighter you were rooting against? Jesus, dude, I don't know, man. Maybe Izzy. Maybe Izzy. Stop hating on Poet. I don't hate Poetan. The Poirier Holloway fight literally makes 0 sense. Yeah, let's do a yeah, I don't get it. When it's 0-2, it's fucking pointless. I hate the ring girls too. Well, then you can hate Nina. That's fair enough. Imagine being a so-called heterosexual man who is enraged by a woman being flirted. It's spectrometers. It doesn't make sense. What is an incel? Someone who can't get laid. Bonnie Blue's parents help her do what she does. Imagine the level of degeneracy. That is fucking disgusting if her parents help her do that. Impression of Nina Drama trying to apply for a job for a ring girl but got rejected so she negotiated a special interview. I'm not doing an impression of that, mate. I'm not doing an impression of that. Keep in mind, you were calling me an incel because I like Olivia and Sanko, but I call out Nina for being a repulsive. I am saying it's giving that kind of energy. That's the kind of energy it's giving off. So basically, someone that can relate to, or someone who can't. Someone who an incel is an involuntarily celibate. Someone who wants to fuck women but cannot fuck women because they do not have the right personality to pull it off. We're going to see the Daggy fans get annoyed again really soon with them getting their second champ. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If Magomed's active, we'll see, man. She isn't cute. She isn't funny. She's disgusting. That's, again, subjective. Would you suck toes for 400 memberships? I would not, Eric. No. Jesus would come back if he was nailed to a boomer. He'll be back. Give it time. Abdul from Pakistan said he's going to burn down my house because I said Ankalaev is boring. Well, get over the border. Burn his house down first. An eye for an eye. Pereira fans became the new Izzy fans. Love seeing what I've said about their striking for years, proven by 2 grapplers that fell in love with their hand. They did become the new Izzy fans, yeah. Hating the ring girls, just say that you're gay. Yeah, if you hate the ring girls, it's alright to be gay. Would you rather be in a combat trench with Jordan Peterson or Neil deGrasse Tyson? Jordan Peterson. At least he'd be on the right side of history. My mum helps me clean up her condoms. I'm not joking. That is fucking disgusting. Get out of the house as quickly as possible. I like the stream. Everyone else should like the stream. I like the stream, so now we can all like the stream. Everyone should like the stream. Like the stream. Fans are in tune with the haters. The more hatred a fighter... Well, fans are in tune with haters. The more hatred a fighter, the more aggressive the fans. That's why Dagestani fans are like that, because they get attacked from inbred poor goat's boyfriend before other times. Yeah, they do get a lot of fucking hate, although sometimes they do deserve it. Would you jerk it for... No, Eric, I wouldn't. Is that what that means? That's what that means. That's why they all seem very, very angry, annoyed men. Because they want to fuck, but they can't. Involuntary, celibate. They are celibate. They cannot fuck, but it is not because they are going monk mode away from women. It is involuntary. No one will fuck them. And they are so angry. So angry. Fair enough, Tim. Except that there are really plenty of sluts who would bang them, but they'd probably be fat and weird too, not just slutty. Their standards are legitimately too high for those, and they haven't pieced it all together yet. Yeah, beggars trying to trick. That is essentially what it is. Might start going to the old barber shop because because today gave me a fucked up card. Go to the Italian guy. Go to the old Italian guy. You know I'm right, which is why this is funny. I legitimately disagree with everything that you've said so far, not the Ambro. Poirier Gaethje makes no sense right now. Nobody wants to see that anyway. I want to see it. I want to see Poirier Gaethje. I want to see it. Poirier on his way out, win or lose. Those guys are so good. They're in a different phase of their careers. 1 of 2, okay? I guess I'll catch up with the other one later. Modern fans don't even know about the rabid warfare between GSP and BJ fans back in the day. People forget, man. Yeah. Fan bases hating each other is what makes this sport fun. Pakistan is a nuclear state. They have first strike policy and they have dictatorship. I also think they get targeted by bombs on a regular basis, so I don't think he was joking. Well, then you have to bomb him first. You have to bomb him first. This is the way of war. Pereira looked like Ratchik against Ankalaev. He did. Pereira was the one that ran away. I still think Khabib shouldn't have had ring card. I still think Khabib should have had ring card towels at Ankalaev's towel. Stop it, dude. Would you do a catwalk with only a speedo on for 600 members? No, but my brother would do it for free. Check out his Instagram. If he wants to post it in the chat, he will. I think Alex Pereira loss got over-celebrated to Dagestani Glazers feeling salty about... Yeah, there is a mix of that, for sure. For sure. The Dagestani guys were just coming off a loss, and the Paul Hughes fight was very close. They needed this win. They really watched Khalil beat up Pereira for 2 rounds and convinced themselves Magomed couldn't possibly stand with him without getting Sharma left hooked immediately. I know, it was a silly pick. Since I'm a Mason now, I'm going to start doing Masonic gestures in my thumbnail, like holding my chip. Base sniff. You'll get more subs that way. The last I checked, Shara liked Nina. Fair enough. That's true. Dougie questioned exactly how fast will Khamzat Chimaev rip DDP's head off. He won't. DDP will wrestle the wrestler and beat him. Will Bryce, well, Dagestanis are good fighters, so their support is justified. They're not one-dimensional. Not anymore. Back in the day, they were. Khabib really was very one-dimensional, but not anymore. It's crazy to me how you can't see what Nina does is wrong. I don't have a problem with it. Again, I watch cage fighting. I know what sport we're in. I look around me and see the peers of the fan base. I know where we are. I am not going to watch a sport on pay-per-view surrounded by gambling ads with ring card girls, and then get annoyed that Nina Drama does a bubbly interview with a little bit of cleavage. I'm sorry, I'm not that much of a hypocrite. I don't give a fuck what Nina does. I don't watch her content, but I don't get enraged by it. Impression of Dougie in the morning after eating too much Indian food? Oh, fuck! Hammer House versus Brazilian top 10, one of the biggest gyms. Oh, yeah. The Hammer House versus the Brazilian top team, one of the biggest gym wars back in the day. True. Would you do a cooking with Dougie in only the apron? No. Hey, Doug, guess what? You're a towel, mate. What's up? You're a towel, Dougie. You're a towel. CXMS is not just the sport. Daggy Muslim fans do send death threats. And you don't have to believe MMA Guru on that one. Even very moderate MMA news reporters like James Lynch have gotten death threats. They do take it too far. Ilian is the chosen one and he will sleep Makachev. I disagree. I think he'll get his fucking head kneed in. Who is the bigger company man? DC, Chael, or Anik? Chael. Last time you stuffed your face with a bucket of... I stuffed my face over the weekend, actually. I really had a cheat. I went fucking nuts on the weekend. Would you do a 5-second makeout session with a cardboard cutout of Anik for 800 memberships? Yes. I meant is they live in aggressive environments, so they react very aggressively. I mean, you can't expect a person from Afghanistan to respond nicely when someone... that is true. When someone US got them in war. Yeah, no, that is true. That's why, the Russians also are the same way. Like, hard countries breed hard men. You ever goof around by the house by yourself, flexing all the time, jumping up and down? I do it all the time, mate. I do it all the time. She's not bubbly. Once again, she's fake. I think she is bubbly. Bro's been getting cooked about Nina for half an hour. It's very odd. They got bombed by their enemies because... Okay, God, what are we doing here? I don't care. This is an MMA chat. I don't care. Dougie, thought on Johnny Furcher versus Dave Allen too? Huge fight. I have no thoughts on that. Why on earth do people watch the cultists sell out Nina anyway, apart from 2 minutes of Strickland? Never have them. Yeah, this is what I don't get. I don't get. Like, if you don't like her, don't click on her. I thought you would be an Adesanya fan. He was also the fighter that I was most satisfied when he lost. Why weren't you an Adesanya fan? You're an Australian. I am an Australian. I was an Adesanya fan on his rise during the Kelvin Gastelum fight. I got annoyed with him during the Robert Whittaker fights because I was a bigger Robert Whittaker fan. I got very annoyed with him during the Yoel Romero fight. He called out his hardest challenge ever and then didn't engage. And then I was done with Israel Adesanya when he walked out for fucking a 15-minute walkout, dressed up as the Undertaker with an urn that said Jared Cannonier's ashes inside, and then ran away and leg kicked from range for 25 minutes. I was done with the overselling hype of Israel Adesanya from then on. Would you do an all-out wrestling match in shorts for 9? It depends on against who. Who is your favorite Fighting Nerds fighter? Carlos Prates. I think he is hilarious. I don't trust his gas tank, but I think jumping up on the cage, sculling whiskey, having cigarettes, knocking cunts out in the first, I love it. I don't trust it's going to go far, but I love it. Max is a legit 55er right now. In the rematch, Max's body wasn't ready for the weight. Now we can see a legit 55 Max versus Poirier. That is true. That's a good point. That's the only reason I'd want to see that fight. I was just genuine. I gave you a genuine answer. Thanks. I was running out of idea. Oh, God. It's crazy to care this much about Nina. It is crazy to care this much, Nina. You don't have to click on her to see. I barely see her content, dude. And I just scroll past. You can scroll past things. You know that? Not the AM, bro? A bucket of bangers is KFC. I went hard on the weekend. Do you watch Karate Combat? I don't, dude. I don't have time for it. You know what else breeds hard, man? Blue Chew. Try 1 month free with Get Rock Hard with Dougie. Blue Chew, send me money. Oh, God. Romero beat Izzy, and so did Rob Bass. Tim, I've reached the end of the chat. Thank God. Boys, this is it. This is the last one. This is the last one. Sniff is the last one, and then I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for joining me on the stream. Don't leave the stream. There is a surprise for the 27 people that are here, which you all missed at the start of this stream. Don't leave the stream. Stay until I catch up to these highlighted ones here, and then you will see glory. Don't leave the stream. Stay and watch. I have a surprise for you guys. Romero beat Izzy. Bilal has a 100% finish rate in Abu Dhabi and a 6% finish rate everywhere else. This was before, back in the day. Yeah, this was before, not in the UFC. Guru was spot on about Abdul from Pakistan living vicariously through the Daggies. You ain't them. I know, and I said that in the video. And I had a bunch of Pakistanis in the comment section going, well, the Karate Combat is a Pakistani. I was like, I meant the UFC. Whitaker's overrated. People just praise him because he's a nice guy. How fucking dare you, Sniff? Cool. All right, here we go, boys. I'm out of here. Enjoy this. This one is for you, the chat. I hope you guys enjoy this. Check it out. See you, boys. Have a good one. See you in tomorrow's video and tomorrow's stream. I'm going to release today's videos now. We got... How long was that in emoji? Oh, maybe 3 months. They really gambled with their beloved emoji really quickly. They gambled with it. They said if Alex Pereira was to win, they would get an Alex Pereira emoji, but if Alex Pereira was to lose, they would lose the foot emoji forever. It was 99% agreed upon in the members. Anyway, boys, I'm out of here. There's going to be a new video released right now. Literally right now. I'm clicking on it right now. We're going to go to the back end. We're going to... Defeat shall be missed. Dougie rigged the... I did not rig the election. View channel. Now, if you are one of the members, you might have already seen today's video. But I didn't release it this morning because the Guru video was going crazy. So I didn't want to tank it in the algorithm. But that's enough. 200 subscribers is enough. So I am changing it to... I am changing it from members to public right now. Done. Saved. That's it. New video. Go check it out. Enjoy it. Watch it. Until then, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. If you've already seen it, it's about Alex Pereira in the rematch. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For the foot emoji, good night, boys. Good night. I'll see you later. Goodbye.